ಈಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಹಂತದ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್. ನೀವು ಸಿವಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ಸಿವಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ. ಈಗ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ BBMP. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ BBMP ಬಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಚಂದಾಗಿ ರೋಡ್ ಹಾಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ನಗದು ಕೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಂತಲೇ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕೀ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನು ಸರ್ BBMPಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಈ GBGA ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಗೂ?
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಟಿಗಳು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅದು KMC ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್. ಇದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೆ, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ 74th ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಅದೊಂದು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ when we got our constitution, we defined the first 2 tiers of government: union government, state government. ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಗವರ್ನ್ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಲೇಜಸ್. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ in 1950 when the constitution came into effect. So in 1992 we got the ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್, ಲೋಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅದು ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಟೌನ್ ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ಟಿ. ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಏರಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಥರ, ರೂರಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್, ತಾಲೂಕ್ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್, ಗ್ರಾಮ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್. 3 ಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಟೈರ್ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ಸಿಟಿ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಾವು ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಟಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಯಾರು ಸಿಟಿ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಕಸ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್. ಅರ್ಬನ್ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಹೌ ವೆನ್ ಯು ವೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ till you come home, wherever you're going, coming, it's the municipality's job, right? Government of India's job is to protect our borders and do whatever is needed and to make trade deals with other countries and all that. State government's job is to create more jobs, industries, provide rivers, take care of highways, all of that is state government's job. It's like what we have been trying to do is like if you have a fracture agide, will you go to an orthopedic doctor or a cardiologist? But we have been going to cardiologist, which is a state government, right? So we don't even have an orthopedic. So that's why we need to strengthen the third tier of governance, which is the urban governance or the city governance. Nagara vyavastha, Nagara Palika vyavastha. So Nagara Palika vyavasthanalli ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮೇಯರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟರ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹವ್ ಹರ್ಡ್ ದ ಕೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಗ್ರೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೈಟ್. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ದ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ 21st century and the politics of India are in the 19th century. Meaning they haven't caught up, right? It's the same true for many things, our education system, our healthcare system, idalla. So same with governance system. So our governance system is very old and it is not caught up with this thing. ಸೊ BBMP ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು, BBMPನೂ ಹೊಸದೇ. BBMP came into existence only in 2007. Now I am very old, so for a lot of people that may not be the case, but from before that we had BMP, Bengaluru Mahanagarapalikhe, became Brihat Bengaluru Mahanagarapalikhe. But nothing changed really in terms of how, it's just a bigger name. Big house, big name, nothing fundamentally changed. But Greater Bengaluru is complete change. Totally different change. It's very controversial. It has multiple opinions. In my opinion, it created a new model for metropolitan governance. So you cannot look at Bengaluru governance as similar to Mysore governance or Davangere governance. ಸುಮಾರು 12 ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ಗಳಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ, ಬೀದರ್, ಇಲ್ಲ 12 ಹುಬ್ಳಿ, ಧಾರವಾಡ. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಮೈಸೂರು 10 ಲಕ್ಷ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 20 ಲಕ್ಷ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ಸ್ 10 biggest cities ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ದ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಡ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ half ಆಫ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So then how can we have the same governance model of those small towns with one mega city? You need to have a different system. So I think that's what Greater Bengaluru is trying to do. There is a trying to create a layer of governance called the GBA, Greater Bengaluru Authority. They are not looking at it as a urban governance. They are looking at it as a state government body. This is where it gets very controversial and potentially anti-constitutional. Because as per the constitutional amendment, the urban governance is completely separate tier than the state government. It should be different. Never been implemented on paper. Okay. For what when people say it is not in accordance with the constitution, they're saying on paper. In real life, whatever GBA is doing is only happening. You are talking about deputy chief minister. They are the ones that are making decisions. We didn't elect them as mayors, but they control everything. We didn't elect anyone in Metro. We didn't elect anyone in BMTC. We don't know who is the head of BESCOM or BWSSB. We know who the mayor is, right? We know who the corporators is. That also we don't know because no elections now. But generally we know, right? We used to have mayor every year. So that means within all the city agency, the only agency that has direct elected representatives is the BBMP. That is the elected civic body or city government. So, but they have no power over 60% of things that happen in the city. They are restricted to parks, lakes, waste. Water is not theirs, electricity is not theirs, bus is not theirs. But everybody blames BBMP for everything, right? So, because that's where you... And the corporate will say, Namdallapa or Geli, Namdallapa or Geli. Ee tara aagta ide. And MLAs become like super corporators. They act like corporators. They don't want to make laws for Karnataka. It's like you got a very big job and you want to do a small job. I can never understand that. You are given a big responsibility to make policies and programs for the entire state of Karnataka, and you are too focused on one footpath and one road. Why? Yakke. So, ee tara political problem ide nama hatra. So, the Greater Bengaluru Authority Bill kind of involves the MLAs in a certain way. All the city MLAs are part of it. Acknowledges that they are also part of the city's growth. MLAs in a city area are different from MLAs in other area. That's what it says, right? And it's true also to some extent because the size of the MLA constituency in a Bengaluru city will be much smaller than the Tirthahalli MLA or a Kodagu MLA and all that. Alva? And MLA is like controls over all the departments. Here it's not like that. So the Greater Bengaluru Governance Act, I think it does two main things. First thing is it creates a common body called GBA, which will be tested in courts whether it is legal or not. I don't know what will happen, but it will go to court for sure. But that is headed by CM. I wish it is headed by one of the mayors and not the CM, but that's my personal opinion. Second thing, this is what I really like about it, is it splits the existing BBMP. BBMP, gone. No more BBMP. In place of BBMP, you get Bengaluru East Corporation, Bengaluru South Corporation. Up to 7 corporations you get. Bengaluru Mahadevapura Corporation, Bengaluru RR Nagar Corporation, Bengaluru Hesaru Common, brand value. Adaita. So there is a mayor for Bengaluru East. There is a mayor for Bengaluru West. There is a mayor for Bengaluru South. There are corporators for that. There is IS officers for that. There is zones within that. So now we have 225 wards. And each ward has 50,000 people, 1 lakh people. The wards of Bengaluru are bigger than assembly constituencies in Karnataka. We have serious problems, right? So this will reduce the size of the ward committee. When there are more wards, the governance will get better because you can administer smaller piece better. If I ask you to take care of one house, you can do it. If I ask you to take care of 10 houses, ಬೇಜಾರಾಗತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? So that's what it is. It's called decentralization in a governance phrase. So you have an engineer for that ward. You have a health inspector for that ward. So responsibility ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and direct connection ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You know everything. Right now there is one engineer for Whitefield and Manirghat Road. Where will he go? And he lives in Tumkur Road. ಆಯ್ತು, one whole half day gone in traffic only. How will he deliver on anything, right? So this is the kind of situation we have. So by dividing into smaller corporations, you are creating more political leadership. Instead of 225 councillors, you can have 400 councillors. And innondu gotta, this is my favorite part of this. Under the ward, there is a ward committee.
Oh.
Right? We also have ward committees right now. Each ward has 10 citizens. right now. They've increased it to 14. So 10 became 14. So ward committee is a group of citizens in the ward. Let's say we make a ward committee for this ward. That means the people that live in this ward be part of that ward. Interested people, not everyone. And they work with the officers and the corporator. Much better, alva? They can represent the problems better. The budget, okay, we got 2 crores this year. How are we spending the 2 crores? You can make a ward plan. Okay, this year shall we invest money on park or trees, or shall we make one smashana? Because these are all real issues. People need to make those things. That conversation will happen. So now ward committees will also increase. Number of wards increase. And one of the problems that I've worked a lot on in Bengaluru is ward committees. As part of efforts we made during Citizens for Bengaluru with all my colleagues and other friends is how to revive the ward committees in Bengaluru. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್ ರಿವೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಮಿಟೀಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ದಟ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ದ ನಾಮಿನೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟರ್, ಯುವರ್ ಕಸಿನ್, ಯುವರ್ ನೆಫ್ಯೂ, ಯುವರ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್, ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್. Now, in this new bill, half of the ward committee members are chosen by lottery system. So that means actual citizens can get in. Though if 10 citizens come and put their name, they take it out of the box. Oh, Samya becomes ward committee member. So the chance of regular citizens becoming ward committee dramatically increased. And the number of ward committee members also increased. So combine this, participation of citizens at local ward level governance is going to be much better. This is my read of situation, and I've also given this kind of input while they're making the bill, so I'm very happy about it. In real world, how it will happen, we have to see, but these are the broad things about it.